My name's Beverly Thomas, and I was born Beverly Joan Pickett in 1933 in Rochester, New York, and I was adopted. My adopted dad was General Pickett's grandson. It was in the Civil War at Gettysburg.
I'm Kenneth Albin Dixon, age 93, going on 94.
My name is Frances Elaine Atkinson. I'm 94 on December 22nd this year.
When I was little, I always loved horses, so it was born in me. And they had pony rings. And my dad would take me to the pony ring and run a pony and ride around, and he let me do the goal I always had. And I always loved animals.
My early life was ranch life, and then from ranch life to see the country, I switched to a rodeo life and did it till I got to the age and marriage and so forth that took me away from it.
I was a singer. I sang soprano. I sang for all the men's clubs, Rainbow Girls. I sang for the talent shows we had every year at the high school. I even sang to the chickens and all that stuff.
My husband and I, when I met him, I wanted to be a rodeo rider. And I didn't really know him. And he said, "You're not going to do that." And I said, "Well, who are you to tell me what to do?" He says, "Well, I'm probably going to marry you." So you don't know what's going to happen. But we were married 57 and a half years, so that's a wonderful thing. And if you get married, find somebody who likes the same things and try to help them reach their goal, and you'll have a happy life.
We was married 64 years when she passed away. No, I was in my 30s, up to 30 years of age before I got married. The first time it didn't work out, so I was game to try it again. Second time it worked out for 64 years. It's just something you got to take a chance on and find something you have in common. I think that's what all young women and men look for. Somebody they will be with and they can make a livelihood together. Take your chances. If you think it'll work, have at it.
Any young people, there's so many things you don't understand or know when you step into a marriage. But he and I were married 50 years, almost 50 years. He passed away 2 weeks before our 50th. They say marriage is a 50-50 proposition, but I don't think so. I think marriage is more 60-40 or something, because there's lots of times you have to give up what you're thinking about or fighting about or whatever. I don't know that there's advice anybody could give for a really all the time happy marriage. So you just have to face every day with what comes up, I think.
Had a lot of big challenges. It was just to do the things you wanted to do. We had to work. I worked down at the Navy base when that was opened, and used that money and we bought 3 ranches here. They were just $10 an acre at that time. And built the racetrack and everything, went from there. So a lot of different things that you never expect do them. Just reaching your goals is a challenge. You never know what's going to happen, and have some surprising things happen.
Greatest challenge as you get married and progress on through life, well, the challenge is to be self-sufficient, to making a salary and acquiring things that will make you very independent. And that's the biggest challenge there is out there that you're working towards. You got to find something that will agree with you and that you like doing very well.
Becoming a mother at 18, I believe, was the biggest challenge. But, you know, that everybody that has their first child thinks that. You just live from day to day and take care of your child and your husband and everything that you have to do. You know, it's certainly a different way of life for you, but it's very rewarding, very.
What usually helps me the most? Oh, the people you will meet, what the life is like, and how it went, and what you can make of the career you're in. And you learn from other people the career you're in to where you become proficient at it, and it works out for you in life to make you an income that you're satisfied with. It's got to be within you that this is one you want to acquire.
You just have to get in to know people that are in the business and work. You work to get up the ladder, I call it, to get what you really like to do. And we enjoyed it. It wasn't like a business, actually. It was our life. And so that you just have to study about what you want. And like something like that, you study about the horses, and it's, it has to be something you like, I think. I've done a lot of jobs I didn't like, but it was to get what we wanted.
I love people. I worked at the hospital across the street as the admitting clerk for 8 years, and you learn to love everybody that comes in. You might not like them, but you just learn to like everybody that comes in. So
when I was adopted, like I said, I never knew my mom, and the one stipulation was I was to be adopted by Christian people, and that's ruled my whole life. And that's something you should do. Believe in God. I've had everything I ever wanted come true that was right, and in fact, I'm afraid to ask for things anymore. That's how true, my whole life.
there's lessons every day, but sometimes you can go along with them, sometimes you can't. Life is wonderful.
Well, be honest. I believe people who do bad things, they always get paid back for it. So be honest in everything you do. And, as you know as good as you can be, and you don't have things happen to you. Just try to live a true life and something you're not ashamed of. Don't do things that you keep in and they bother you, because people who do that, they end up doing the wrong things. And instead of just going ahead and getting to your goals and treating other people how you want to be treated. That's real important. Try to help other people. God's the only one you can look up to. And my prayers have always been answered.
Treat everybody like you want to be treated. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't.
Find what you like. If you like what you're doing, pursue it for as far as it'll lead you. And all the different career things that come and go with it. Some of them won't be exactly what you want, but that's what you've decided on, and you got to make the most of it. When you meet the guy you think that's the right guy for you, you'll know about it. Nobody can give you any easy answers there.
I don't really worry. All it does is upset you. The main thing is to think about what it is you're worrying about and think, is it worth taking my time? You don't know what's going to happen. Just do your best and it straightens out. You don't have to worry. I don't worry. I mean, I thought 50 was old, and I'll be 91 in a couple of days because I don't worry about things. And I like people, and I don't judge. That's the main thing. Don't judge other people because we're not God. So that's a big thing. I get along with them. If they don't like me, I leave them alone.
I worry about everybody and how they are and what they're doing, and you know, it's just something that you have. I'm having a hard time learning that other people can take care of themselves and I don't have to take care of them. So anyway.
When you're little, you think 50's old. I thought that was real old, but it's not. It's good to try to reach your goals. That's the main thing. What you like. My parents that adopted me were good enough to let me do that. My mother adopted me. She didn't like animals at all. I had cats, dogs, everything. I mean, you know, they let me. I wasn't spoiled. I mean, I got spanked. In those days, you got spanked every once in a while.
At 94, I look back and I think of all the things that I have learned, unlearned, and do all the time. I just love people.
Going on through life, the bumps and things that happen that carry you on to where you are today. And this, you're always hoping for the best to come out of it all. When your time's up, your time's up.